What's going on? Hey, hello. Are you there? Oh, there you are. Well, right now I'm in a hotel room in El Paso, Texas. I got the air conditioner cranking as high as it'll go. I just walked 2 miles. I got a story to tell you. Several videos back, maybe 10 or 15 back, I said this channel is not turning into a trucking channel. I'm still going to do hunting and fishing. But I have one more trucking video. You're probably wondering what I'm doing in a hotel room in El Paso, Texas. And I'm going to tell you in a minute. But first, I really need to take a shower. It's Thursday night. I haven't had a shower since Monday. I've been on a trip from South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, to San Diego, California. And yeah, I'm in El Paso. I'll explain in a minute. I gotta take a shower. Be right back. All right, I feel so much better. Well, I'm just gonna flip it right here, flip it right on to about 12 hours ago and tell you the story. I'm here in just 200 miles east of, I don't know if you can hear me, I'm 200 miles east of El Paso, Texas on I-20. I started this morning at about 5 a.m. It was dark. And about 40 miles down the road from the truck stop, I was going 65. That's as fast as this truck will go. Speed limit's 80. And I had just passed a pickup truck that was going about 60, 55. And I was in the left lane, and I felt something weird for a second. It's like I could feel I didn't realize I didn't have time to think about what was happening at the time, but it was the tire pressure on my front right steer going down. And I didn't hear anything, but it was just the pressure was dropping, and it started to pull me to the right. And there was a semi in the breakdown lane up ahead of me, and it was kind of pulling me towards it, and all of a sudden, pow! I heard a bang. And that's what happened. The steer tire blew. I had just done a pre-trip 40 minutes before it happened, and everything was good. The tire pressure was 110 psi. These are not old tires, they're Michelin. They only have 129,000 miles on them. They got good tread. They were all the same as the drives. I mean, you can see there's still a lot of tread, and the tires were good. The only thing I can think of, just thinking back, is I must have hit something. There must have been something in the road, some piece of metal debris that I hit that cut the tire. I didn't feel anything, but you can run over small stuff, you'll never feel it. The truck is so heavy. When you run over something small, I mean, I've run over small rocks and stuff, and you don't feel it. But that's the only thing I can think of. I mean, there was nothing wrong with the tire. It didn't look, there was no, I mean, I've seen tires that have bubbles on them or uneven tread wear. This tire looked perfect, and like I said, it wasn't an inflation issue. I know that. So that's the only thing I can think of is must have hit something that cut the tire, and luckily it happened all the way back there. Oh, I don't know, it probably took me a mile to get slowed down. I did not get scared, which I didn't have time to really think about. The first thing I did as soon as it happened is I reached up and turned my flashers on, and I looked in my right hand mirror, and I could see that pickup truck that I had just passed was well behind me. So I just started easing it over to the right hand lane because I wanted to get over in the breakdown lane. This highway doesn't have much of a shoulder on the left side, so I didn't, even though I was in the left lane, I did not want to go that way. I wanted to get over here to the right. I was a little worried about the semi that was in the breakdown lane because the truck was kind of pulling me to the right. But I didn't touch the brakes. And I mean, this has never happened to me before. And I honestly don't consciously remember in training. I mean, they teach you not to touch the brakes. But I didn't go through any conscious stream of thought. I'm gonna get back in the truck. I didn't go through any, I didn't think about it. I didn't consciously think. I don't know, it was instinctual, I guess. I mean, I know that I'm running on a rim, and I know that if I hit the brakes, it's not gonna react well. The truck never really got squirrely. It was pulling me to the right. Once I got past that semi, I knew I was going to be okay. Well, I thought I was going to be okay. If you slam on your brakes, I don't know what would happen. But so anyways, I didn't, you know, it wasn't like I don't have any experience to draw on. This has never happened to me before, but instinctively I knew not to get on the brakes. But as I was, so it took me, it was probably a mile to get slowed down to a stop. But as I got into the breakdown lane, it was wanting to pull me into the grass, and I was trying to control the truck because I didn't want to get into the grass and get, and I was still going 30 or 40 miles an hour, and I felt like if I got into that grass, it might suck me right over and then I'd be in real trouble. Well, luckily I was able to keep it just in the breakdown lane. But I was pissed. I was pissed because I'm on this good run. I'm headed to San Diego, 2,500 mile run. This is the 4th day. I'm supposed to deliver tomorrow. I have just enough time on my 70 hours to get there tomorrow and deliver. And I just instantly knew it wasn't going to happen. It's just, I don't know, it's weird. I would think my initial response would be being scared, but honestly it wasn't. My initial response was pissed. Now that I've been sitting here for hours waiting for a truck tire guy to come, I think the reality has set in, and I think I'm going to be a little bit nervous driving from now on. Just in the back of my mind wondering, because I think steer tires blowing out is a pretty rare thing, and I just kind of thought it would never happen to me. Now that it's happened, I think I'm going to be fearful of it happening again. But you just got to go. I mean, you can never predict the future. So, but it woke me up. It sounds like they're gonna. It did damage because the tire was just flopping in the wheel well, and it tore up the headlight and everything. All right, I got a phone call here. Hello.
Nathan?
Yes.
This is Casey with Loves in Vegas.
Yes.
You're on I-20 mile marker 36 westbound, correct?
Yeah, I am between exit 37 and I don't know what it is, at 22. I'm just about a mile west of 37.
Okay.
Going heading towards El Paso.
Okay. Roger that. I'm getting on the interstate right here in Pecos, so I'll be there in just a minute.
Okay, thank you, sir.
No problem, sir.
Goodbye. All right, that's the tire guy. So it's 9:17 now. I happened before 6 o'clock, I think, around 6. So I've been sitting here for 3 hours. What's going to happen is it tore up some stuff around the headlight, and wires are dangling. I used some Gorilla Tape and kind of taped everything, NASCAR'd it back together just so it's not hanging. And I tried to cut, there's a bunch of the wires from the tire wrapped around, and my freaking little multi-tool isn't strong enough to cut those wires, so the guy's gonna have to cut them with wire snippers. And hope he's gonna put a new tire on. I'm gonna drive 200 miles to our terminal in El Paso, and then unhook and bobtail to Kenworth, and he said that Kenworth will work on it today. So hopefully they'll just extend my delivery till Monday, and I can get the truck fixed today, and then finish out Saturday and Sunday and deliver Monday. But anyways, just thought I would check in. I'm just glad that it happened on a straightaway and not in a corner, not in the mountains, not in heavy traffic. There was only that one truck that I just passed. I mean, boy, if it happened in around Dallas yesterday or something, boy, there's a lot of, I feel very fortunate because it could have been much worse. Just to wrap this up, so I came over, dropped the trailer at our terminal in El Paso, and I come over to Kenworth, and I was there. It takes a long time, you know. They've got to write everything up, then a guy's got to come out, look at the damage, write up an estimate, get back to Mountain, and then Mountain's got to approve it. So by the time they got all that sorted out, it was 4:30, and then I said, well, are you going to work on it today? And he said, yeah, we should have it done by 9:30 tonight, 9:30 p.m. And so I says, okay, well, I went back to my truck and I decided to call Mountain outside repair, because my DM told me if you have to spend the night, they can put you in a hotel. But I was thoroughly expecting that they would say, oh, it's going to be ready at 9:30, just hang tight, and when it's ready, drive it back to the terminal. Now, I haven't had a shower since Monday, and I always think the worst, you know. So I called the guy, I believe his name was Mike, and I explained, I said, they said it'd be ready 9:30. I don't know. I said, he goes, well, do you want to go to a hotel? And I said, yes. I haven't had a shower since Thursday. I'm tired. And he said, okay, yeah, that's fine. He said, the only problem is there's nothing close by. I said, well, there's a La Quinta, just a quarter mile away. I said, I can walk down there. He said, oh, there is. It doesn't show up on my computer. And I said, yeah, it's $62 a night. And he goes, go ahead. He goes, we can put money on your card. I said, well, I'll just pay for it and then get reimbursed. So he said, yeah, absolutely, we'll reimburse you. And I told him, I said, honestly, I was thinking that you would say, oh, no, you know, I always think that my boss or the company I work for is going to find a way to not spend money. And he goes, no. He says, no, you go relax. He says, no, we wouldn't expect you to, that's late. He said, we wouldn't expect you to hang around like that. He says, you go to the hotel. So I was pretty happy with that, pretty impressed, super nice. Like I've said before, everyone I've ever dealt with at Mountain has been really great. Last thing, real quick. I got the computer here, and I'm working on editing a video, bass fishing video, smallmouth bass. So the very next video you see after this one is going to be smallmouth bass fishing. All right? And I got a bunch of deer hunting videos that if I can find the time, I'll try to pump those out between now and deer season. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching.